Let's bring you updates on the Russian-Ukraine war. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has accused Russian commanders of craziness in their efforts to capture the eastern town of Bakhmut, a town which sits in the Donetsk region and had a pre-war population of 70,000, has been the center of Russian attacks for months. We have details in this report.
Despite a looming Ukrainian advancement on the key city of Kherson, President Zelensky says Russian attacks have continued in force. Taking the town would be a symbolic victory for Russia. Kherson is strategically important to both Russia and Ukraine due to its position on the Dnipro River and proximity to the annexed Crimea. Ukrainian officials say there could still be heavier fighting there. In his nightly address, President Zelensky said, quote, "This is where the craziness of the Russian command is most evident. Day after day for months, they are driving people to their deaths there, concentrating the highest level of artillery strikes." End quote. An advisor to President Zelensky, Oleksiy Arestovich, says just in one day, Russian forces launched 8 separate attacks on Bakhmut before lunchtime and were pushed back on each occasion. The city sits on a main road leading to the Ukrainian-held cities of Sloviansk and Kramatorsk. Meanwhile, Polish senators have unanimously adopted a resolution recognizing the authorities of the Russian Federation as a terrorist regime. They are also calling on the international community to support the International Criminal Court in investigating those responsible for the crimes in Ukraine. 85 senators voted in favor of the resolution, recognizing the authorities of the Russian Federation as a terrorist regime. On the flip side, NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg says there are reports on a possible nuclear attack in Ukraine that can cause a very serious escalation.
For things they intend to do themselves. So we need to monitor closely what Russia now do, and they must know that use of a dirty bomb or a radiological bomb is a serious escalation.
The United States Coordinator for Strategic Communications, John Kirby, says it does not appear that there will be any negotiations between Russia and Ukraine to end the war.
It's also an indication of 2 things in my mind. One, Putin has no intention of sitting down at the negotiating table anytime soon. And 2, that his own defense industrial base has been hurt now by the sanctions and export controls, that he has to rely on a country like Iran to provide these unmanned aerial vehicles, which are, we're not talking about ISR, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance platforms that can image things below. These are basically kamikaze drones. They're meant for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to go hit a target, go kill people, go destroy infrastructure. That he's doing that speaks to the brutality he's willing to continue to prosecute this war, certainly no interest in sitting down, and that he is having trouble in his own defense industrial base, that he has to turn to another country like that.
He insists Russia is feeling the pain of the sanctions imposed because it is now turning to Iran for weapons assistance.